Hey! Welcome back to another episode of Muscles and Malpractice, your weekly dose of fitness, health, and everything in between. I'm one of your hosts, Andrew Bustos.
And I'm your co-host from Weatherford, Brock, Texas now.
Ooh, dude, big city?
Yes.
Look at you.
The big city. Brock isn't big, but everywhere around it kind of is for sure.
Man, you're
bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're a whole new
Bigger
guy.
things.
I don't even recognize you anymore.
Yeah.
You look like a different doctor. You have a job now. I'm so glad someone decided to hire you. But let me look at that. Weatherford OB-GYN Associates.
Dude, I'm an associate.
Do you catch yourself going, hi, this is Dr. Stuart Martin of OB-GYN Abilene? Or are you like...
Yeah, I always forgot. Like, I have to stop saying that at the end. What's crazy is it's not obviously weird to assume or think that Abilene and Weatherford wouldn't be kind of close and connected. And that came up like day one. Patient one or two, or like, it's just like a recurring thing where like everybody like is like, I kind of know that area or whatever. So it's not really, and I've already met nurses at the hospital for Weatherford Medical City that either have worked at Hendrick or are going to go out there and work at Hendrick because their husbands are moving jobs or whatever else. So I feel like it's a very weird, unspoken like connection, because I feel like as you go down I-20, like all these Midland, Odessa kind of stays a little connected to Abilene as well. It's turning more and more into like a thing with the DFW area too, where where's the limit? I mean, was it you or somebody else was telling me about how they project by like some certain period in the future that the DFW area is going to be like this megalopolis of just density of continually growing city. Right?
For sure. Yeah, well, I said Megalopolis. That was
Megalopolis.
So if you're just tuning in to today's episode, Dr. Stuart Martin is not in his regular studio. So if you hear the audio, I know he's having a tough time with it. That's because let me tell you guys about Dr. Martin. He is a perfectionist. The only reason why this podcast exists is because of him. So I'm tooting his horn. So he doesn't have the right backdrop, but he has a little fancy little Yeti cup or whatever it's called. He's ready to go. So you may listen to him and go, why does he sound that way? You don't even notice it. He does, but I think you sound fabulous.
Trying to do that close up to the mic right now. Like, so here is the thing. I literally did try to do so much stuff, and we're kind of I think in another week, we'll be a lot closer. I think in another month, it's going to be incredible. And I can't show you guys right now, but like, that's why I hate this blank backdrop. Literally next week, we are having this entire room painted like this super, super dark slate gray black kind of color. It's already set up with an in-room TV monitor. I have a bunch of mic hookups that I have to put together still. And Katie's, sorry, I got to stay close. And Katie's got her whole like side of this room to do. So right now you're looking at the back of a freaking blank wall, and I almost threw down one of those stupid digital backgrounds. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I ain't going there. But yeah, it's like, and then the internet. We've been having a little bit of internet difficulties. We're not having that right now, but it's because I literally lifted my desktop and put it up on the desk right now to get better wireless.
Yeah.
It's not for lack of trying, because I've been working on it for a week.
No, dude. Hey, give yourself some grace. You're moving,
It's one of my favorite things to do, but like it's taken a little bit of I can't let it be the absolute priority right now.
All right.
But it is my priority.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how's your new job? Are you going to rate it maybe a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, a 9, a 10?
I'm not going to be that freaking phony person who ends up saying it's an 11 out of 10.
Yeah, that's what you do. Actually, it's a 12 out of 10.
I got to say, day 2 or 3, I was like, this is like a lot and really overwhelming to do all this stuff, like in a new job with all these new things to kind of figure out all the systems and everything. And I kept going home really, day 3, I went home pretty dang tired again. And we were still dealing with a lot of stuff with the move. But I think I even told Katie on day 2, I was like, this was the right decision. Like, this was 100% the right decision. And I'm not saying that that's a generalizable thing, right? Like, it's crazy to me because, again, to make this leap was really a leap. To go into private practice, especially if you don't start your own group or start your own practice, you're usually going to be put in a position, for people who don't know, that where you either choose to get a better salary, more like what a hospital employed physician would get, which was what I used to do, or you take the partner track. And so what you end up doing is taking a huge salary cut for a guaranteed amount of time to basically, like, almost go into a your work is your investment to this group. Like, you're basically like proving yourself and your dedication to the business model so that you then get the opportunity to financially then further buy into it and become a part owner of that group and enjoy the benefits financially of what that entails. Sure. But really, it's ultimately one of those things where, like, the lifestyle with this group and with this practice and with this setup that really made me go after it. I would have been happy to kind of just make what I made. And I feel like doctors are both paid adequately as well as somehow underpaid, if that makes any sense. I don't think you go into it for the money, but I think a lot of times, like, we get paid plenty.
Mm,
Even though if you broke down the out whatever, but we get paid plenty. If you love what you're doing, there's plenty of money in it for you. Look at the rest of society, honestly. So ultimately, again, that made me realize that when I started, it was like it just felt so right. It felt amazing to have, like, partners. And I'm not saying that I didn't have great colleagues at my old job, but, like, partners that really, it felt like everyone is on the same team.
mm,
I just really, like, in a lot of hospital employed scenarios, I think a lot of it turns into colleagues and peers have to think about themselves. Not necessarily that they are not all thinking about the patients together, but your lifestyle is at the cost of mine, kind of is what it turns into a little bit. Whereas if you think about it, when I'm in a group and the only people I take call with are from my same physician group, whether I do the right things for that patient or not, or somebody else does, that's all us. That
mm,
patient is all of ours. Even though that's, again, it's a difficult concept for people to understand, I think, outside of medicine and healthcare, but physicians have a responsibility to patients writ large. Like, when you take care of somebody, you have to take care of them, and that's your responsibility. But when it becomes your responsibility as a non-call person, that patient sees your group, sees your practice, like your person that you share financial duties to the world with, that becomes a different thing. And it kind of feels a little bit more like everyone's investing in the ship is rowing the same way, if that makes any sense whatsoever. There is no, well, my vacation, like, I mean, again, like, a labor is set up like, you go out of town and you end up paying a laborist to deliver your patients because the hospital says that that's the way that should work. And it almost kind of creates this weird financial argument over how the patient should be cared for,
mm.
if that makes any sense too.
Makes total sense.
Does
Makes
it?
all yeah,
Am
dude.
I am I kind of explaining it okay? Like,
Yeah, well, I think here's what I'm gonna do for us regular people out there.
mhm,
That I think what you're saying is it sounds like you're on a good team. So you left the let's see, you left the Cleveland Cavaliers, you're LeBron James, and you went to the Miami Heat, and you've won yourself a national championship. Okay, an NBA championship for all you sports listeners out there, all you ladies. But I think you've won yourself a championship. You're doing pretty good. It sounds like it's good. Sounds like everybody has each other's backs. I would think that's also the same when you work for a company versus working with a company that's owned by, I guess, assuming whoever owns your company now.
mhm.
it's a doctor, right? A doctor owns a company,
Right.
or yeah, right. It's
Which
not
can
a
lead to its own problems, but not when it's done right, and that's especially what the founder of this place did, and, so here's a better example, I think that more
you got
people
a better one?
outside I do.
Mm,
So think about the idea of me asking somebody who works for the hospital, and the hospital pays that person based off how many patients they see, how much surgery they're doing, basically how busy they are, and I come in and I join them as a new employee. And they are good. They're a good doc. They want to take care of patients. They're known for how much they care about people. They do the right things. They do evidence-based medicine. Me, this little new struggling new grad resident, come in and say, "My gosh, you do robotic sacral colpopexies? Like I never saw enough of those during residency, but I really am interested in that surgery and how to take care of patients that way. And like I just haven't seen enough. Can you like potentially like let me come to some of your cases, show me some more, like so I can get a little bit more comfortable with it and potentially do that on my own?"
mm,
Now, before we even get to the obvious comparison where you say, like, some, again, I said this person was good. They're not cynical. They're not like, why would I ever train this doctor to compete with me in this market? That's not even where I'm going to go with this. It gets so down to the like minuscule kind of minutia of it of why would, and it plays out this way. He's not going to either want to take the time to come either like show you slowly or have you in his OR slowing him down or basically take the time to come to your surgeries to see that you're doing it safely or after hours to like help walk you through some stuff outside of direct patient care. Because
mm,
guess what? That doesn't benefit him in any way. You're slowing him down. He's basically seeing less patients. So you're taking money out of his pocket when he already feels overworked and underappreciated by a hospital employer, right?
mm. Sounds like
Secondly,
sounds
you
like
may eventually decide that you don't want to seek that extra training because what's in it for you? You're not really seeing that many people yet. You need to make sure you're optimizing how many people get into your office and are seen as opposed to waking up every day early and seeing if you can't go shadow people in the OR. Like it it becomes so quickly related to how do you do the best for you to create numbers that the hospital will compensate you for. Think about how that would work with a partner though. How that
mm,
would work with somebody who hires you to
mm-mm,
make more patient seen there to do those things when you both benefit off of the success of yourself. They're going to do better because you do better. And that's the only time in medicine that that really does work that way. Does that make sense? I feel like that one should make a
yeah,
little more
that
sense.
made sense. A lot more
Okay.
sense. I see
Okay.
it. So
Yeah.
what you're saying is
What you telling me
you
is
guys scratch each other's backs while scratching each other's backs. You guys are there for each other.
right.
But it sounds like when you work for a hospital, when you're an employee of a hospital,
Mm.
it doesn't work that way. That's what I hear.
Look,
Now, you
there's
know,
always some.
I'm not trying to put you on the here you go and
Let's go.
soapbox,
Try. Let's go.
because we don't live in the past, we only live in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what it sounds like to me, that you are in a good spot and you have some people
Yeah,
that
this started
are
with you liking your new I freaking love my new job. If you can't tell, I've never been so tired so quickly from like not like I had my first delivery today at Medical City, my own first one.
oh,
Yeah, it was great.
"Yay!" They take a picture or they're like, "Yay."
I, no, no, no.
Mariachis came out and they're like,
But and look, there are things like everybody knows this too about healthcare. Like there are things that are good and bad about every job. And man, I'll tell you what, like the EMR in the hospital for this place is like something out of the straight freaking computer programming, like caveman era. Like it looks like something out of like a DOS prompt. If it is very, very old. If anybody knows HCA healthcare systems, they know what I'm talking about because it's called Meditech and it is like legendarily not so great. Doesn't hurt like patient care, I mean, patients are never gonna know what we're sitting there operating on, but it probably takes like there's a built-in 5 minutes of just slowness from how you have to navigate that system compared to what I had previously.
"Mm."
So that's that.
There's
There
the
you go.
negative.
That's the only con I
There's
got, man.
the negative there, guys.
Look,
This
man,
is
I'm trying to
a
tell you, like, what I have seen so
I hear
far.
you, dude. I hear you. Let's hope your
Uh,
boss isn't listening. Anywho, let's keep going.
my boss, who I would term my boss, see, there's 3 partners out of the 5 of us,
You have
and
dang.
yeah,
Oh, okay,
so there's me
fine.
and another who are partner track and not partners,
Oh, I get you now. I'm with you.
but
I'm
the
with you.
the the founder of the group is Dr. Samatis.
That's a cool last name.
He analogized what he wants me to be doing to, the Borg on Star Trek, and he even got me this little, like, notepad
Love it.
with a picture of the Borg on it,
Love
and
it.
he's like, "Look, in the first few months, I just you know what the Borg do, right? Is like they assimilate you." And he's like, "I don't want you to assimilate right away. I want you to identify the things that you see that you think we could do better."
Mm.
And I like again, I'm a little like I think I'm a little like trauma, PTSD'd a little bit from the past of like feeling like when I would speak up, it kind of just got shot down and you get labeled as like the problem, right? Not the person who's trying to improve what is going on in healthcare. And I thought I was at a place, and I'm not saying it's not, but I thought sometimes again I could be heard and help provide critical feedback and constructive feedback.
Mm.
And I just feel like for the first time in a long, long time that I'm a little bit more validated and that I'm gonna be supported. I'm gonna be people have my back, and that includes the hospital in terms of like wanting my input. And
Hmm.
again, I'm not trying to reflect that back on it's this or the other. It just was a place that I'm now feeling that again for the first time.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a good place. I love it. I'm glad you chose this career path, and
Me too, man.
I'm glad you actually have a job now, and you're not just
I know.
playing in video games and just sitting in the corner. Are you gonna get you a little white Goodman, like, with the bull on your back, little drop here behind you, buddy?
White Goodman.
Yeah, from, Dodgeball, and he's, like, taming the bull, and he has his shirt off.
Bro, dude, I was about to say, like, why do I know White Goodman? I just think
White
of Walter
Goodman.
White all the time,
No one
man.
makes me bleed my own blood, you know? Figure you'd have a portrait of yourself over there in the, behind you or in your little
Was that who you
computer.
think of me as?
I feel like you got
Well,
a
let
little
me
white
think
Goodman.
who you are.
Nobody,
No,
nobody,
no, you're somebody,
nobody. I'm
and
I'm I
you're
am like
not.
Darth Vader, bruh.
No, who are
You
you?
you're coming over with a Star Trek,
Are you the pirate
references.
guy? I think you might be the pirate guy.
He was pretty cool. I did like that pirate guy. Would nobody blazer laser taser.
Well, okay, so where are we gonna go from here? Because like I want to show people the house. It sucks so much because this is like me and Katie have been doing so much with this house, and I have so much to talk about. But for the first 20 minutes, literally, I have just gone on like 3
Yeah, you've
tangents
been
about how
talking
much I
the
love my
whole
job.
time, and you love
I
it.
know,
I'm so
dude.
glad that your partners are listening to this because you just went 20 minutes of goodness.
Hey, man, I will tell you at the end of the day, like, social media is something I enjoy, and I think they're more than willing and ready to be like, yep, you go ahead and take care of that.
They're like, "Here's your lightsaber,
Yeah.
young Padawan." I'm surprised you don't have the little pony, like the little ponytail as a little Padawan, coming
So
down.
eventually, man, we might have to put up a poll. I kind of told
A
Katie,
who?
like, we might have to like let that just go, dude. I don't know where I'm gonna get a haircut here. I miss my old guy in Abilene, dude.
Dang. Let it go, dude.
Shout
Get you a
out
little
to
pony.
Eastside at the Collective.
Get you a little ponytail. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Katie literally cringed at me this morning when I said that. Even though my
Mm.
dad has hair down to his shoulders, I might add. Like, I
Dude,
think he
do it,
rocks
dude.
it.
Yeah,
You
shave your
know,
beard and grow your hair out. That's what you should
grow my
do.
hair out, get a sleeve tattoo, dude. Just like really throw it in. Well, I already asked to practice. They act like they don't care. I'm gonna wait a little while, but they definitely have some tattoo friendly employees.
I don't
I'll
yeah.
I'll wait till I own a little piece of
Does
it.
Ka is Katie
Hopefully,
into that, though? I don't know if she's into that.
no.
Does she like that?
Katie's like you get a sleeve, and I'm like, okay, so you can get a tattoo for me, and she's like, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know, Katie, good all American woman right there.
Dude, there's this weird part of me, like, I know my dad would be upset with me, and I don't know why
Mm.
at 39 years old, my father caring about whether I mean, he'd also be like, "Why the hell do you care what I think?"
Yeah, dude, heir to the throne of
Okay.
Gondor.
Yeah, okay.
I guess I'll go here then. We'll go ahead and
Well,
did you
come
want
on, dude. I wanna hear some things from the world of Abilene. I hear it's just like, swimming in rivers of gold. Are about to get your Chewies finally. Welcome to the
Yeah,
world.
we got Chewy's fine. I guess we're gonna get a Chewy's. I think
Jersey Mike's.
First Cafeteria is coming back with a bang. I hear that one. No, that's not happening. And little furs. Dude, I love me some furs. Anybody out there love
I
furs?
don't even know what you're talking about
You don't know what a
because
First
any
Cafeteria is?
any
Oh my
place that
gosh.
tries to operate in the space that Luby's glorious
Dude,
shared throne is,
whatever.
bro,
See,
come
rich
on.
boy. You get out of here,
Rich
rich
boy,
boy.
I like
You were
my
like
freaking fried fish.
you were like, "Hey, excuse me, sir. Can you carry my tray for me as I walk through here?" Yeah.
I remember when they always would try to carry your tray
They
way back.
they probably
"Lady,
carried your tray. You're
stop.
like, "Can
I
you
can
carry
carry my
my iced
tray."
sweet tea too as well, please? Carry my sweet tea, please." You know you
No,
were a sweet
bro.
tea
I
guy.
got a fried fish, mashed potatoes, the dinner rolls were fire at Luby's, maybe some broccoli, and then definitely fried okra, and then the chocolate ice box pie, bro. And if you know, you know.
And some sweet tea. "Hey, Dad, can I put some sweet and low in my sweet tea even though it's already sweetened?" "Yes, you can, son." "Thanks, Dad." Yeah, that was we
This is
know it was
like
you.
not how the Martin family life went at all. Like, that is like bizarro world, okay? But I'm not even gonna get into specifics of that.
Mm-mm.
Go
No way.
ahead with your little part. I hate how blank my
My
background
little
is.
part?
Yeah,
See,
your
this
little
is the problem.
go on.
Everyone said it was such a hit last week. I got so many messages from all my fans, and they
All
said,
of
"You
my
know what,
fans.
Andrew, you coming in and you talking for once, and I just think you just need to take over." And I said, "Guys, I can't do that to Stuart. I can't. He's a
Hate to.
doctor. I'm just a regular Joe,
Yep.
average Joe's gymnasium.
Whose
But
dream
today,
job was a OBGYN.
my dream job was an OBG without the wire, so I don't know what the guy is anymore. So well, here's what I got for you, ladies, today and gentlemans. Running isn't the only way to burn fat. We're going to try some kettlebell swings and we're going to watch some magic happen. Now, if you follow me on social media, I usually post instead of running, let's do something else. Now, I'm not against running. Stuart used to run like a little rabbit down the field. That's what he loved to
Bro,
do. He was a
love the
runner.
runs.
He loves to run. I'm not against running. Let me just be honest with you. I'm not against it. I think it's great. Go run your little 5Ks, do your little marathons, do all those things. That's great. It's awesome. Here's the deal though. If you're wanting to burn fat, you can burn fat without running. Did you know that? It's possible, Dr. Martin. Let
I
me tell
did.
you why. Have you ever dreaded the treadmill, Dr. Martin? Do you have a treadmill right now? How many times have you been on your treadmill?
Dude, don't even
Yeah, I'm
talk to me
calling
about
you
that. It's
out.
a sense that no, literally Peloton is coming out tomorrow. The movers broke two major things, and that would be one of them. Otherwise, me and Katie be on it right now. I've done some weights.
Well, guess
So
what, man? You're not
what?
alone, okay? There's been
Yeah.
millions and millions of people who have broken their Pelotons too.
Well,
So
it voids your warranty if you move it, by the way, guys. So,
don't
like,
move it.
yeah, never leave wherever you order it to.
So many people think that running, like I said, is the only way to burn fat. That's not true. There's a better, more efficient option. I love kettlebells. I love kettlebell swings. So, what I'm going to talk to you really quickly, we'll run through this really fast. Notice I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and speed it
Yeah.
up. Why you don't need to run and lose fat, fat burning power of kettlebell swings, and how to incorporate them into your routine. Are you still with me, Dr. Martin? Good. I'm
I'm
so
with you,
glad.
dude. You are like,
The
are you on fast
cardio,
forward mode?
no, this is straight forward mode. The cardio myth. So running is great, but it's not for everyone. Here's the reason, guys: joint pain, boredom, time consuming. Unless you're Dr. Martin, who loves to run all the time. Don't you run like 2 or 3 miles every other year or something, Dr. Martin? So not everyone enjoys running. That's okay, guys. Okay. So why cardio isn't king for fat loss? So cardio burns calories while you're doing it, but that's where it ends. Once you stop, the calorie burn stops too. You've heard that before, right, Dr. Martin?
Mhm, mhm.
The reason why I want you to strength train, the reason why I say kettlebell swings right now are really big on TikTok. They're really big. I get some. There's an awesome follower that follows me on TikTok. She literally will take what I say, and I don't know how she does it. I guess she goes on to, like, when she sees people swinging kettlebells, and she'll like tag me, and she'll be like, "Go follow this guy. He knows what he's doing. He's the only one that's doing it right." Like, she goes
I
and
thought
she'll
this was a technique czar. I thought that's where you were going with this. I wasn't sure anymore though. Okay. Yeah, the
okay.
technique,
So yeah,
perfectionist.
she does, but I don't do it. She takes my stuff and she goes and tells somebody else to be like, "You need to go watch Bustos
I
training."
thought she was tagging them, showing it to you and go, "Watch this guy to help
No,
your
dude.
technique."
No,
Yeah.
dude. She's tagging me to show them how to
Oh,
do it right. Dude,
snap,
baller,
bro. How good does that
shacaller.
make you feel?
I
How
don't
big a
know, dude.
truck do you drive in your mind now, dude?
Well, in my mind, I actually drive a big truck, but in real life, I drive a Honda Accord, baby. Yeah, and a minivan. So y'all suck it. Anyways, let's keep this going. So strength training. With strength training, you're going to be burning more calories at rest. If you build muscle, we know this, right? You should know this. When you're at rest, it takes more caloric energy and to actually supply energy to your muscles and things. So once you are on the treadmill and you stop, you're done with the calorie burn. You're done. Now, realistically, yes, you do burn calories, but there's not going to be as much because muscle requires more calorie burn. It's going to be more calorie burn. So just stay
Mhm.
with me there. Okay. Just simple. So we're going to enter some kettlebell swings. The reason why I love kettlebell swings because it incorporates your entire body, higher calorie burn, engages multiple muscle groups like your glutes, your core, your shoulders, your back, and it's going to help you to burn fat while you're building muscles. Dr.
Mhm,
Martin, the
mhm,
best
mhm.
of both worlds.
It really is though.
It really
And
is.
so many, again, this is a constant problem for, I think it's getting better finally, but I think women used to really avoid muscle training and strength training
Mhm.
because they thought like instantly they could curl and become freaking She-Hulk or something. And
Yeah.
it's like, if it really were that easy, don't you think like every guy would look like that? Like, so it's crazy though to fight that like preconceived notion that aerobic exercise, that cardio is the only way to get your, and it's actually not the most efficient way to get your ideal version of yourself. Your what you're perceiving in your mind to be how you want to look almost always involves prioritizing muscle gain over cardio.
Yes, sir. Now, I love that. I love when you interject there and you use your medical,
Try, man.
I like
You
that, dude.
know,
So let me
I'm
tell you
just,
about
I'm just the co-host, but
you're not. I'm actually leaving after this episode. So why kettlebell swings are a fat burning powerhouse. So have you ever heard of EPOC before? Exercise post oxygen consumption. You ever heard of that?
yes.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, that's almost like a straight up medical thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm medical. So
Okay.
anyways,
Very
it's the
medical.
afterburn effect. So high intensity movements like kettlebell swings boost your metabolism. So like I was saying earlier, burns calories long after your workout. It's up to 24 to 48 hours, okay? So you're going to be burning a lot of calories. So back to your point about like women getting bulky and they're like, "I don't want to do any of those things." The great thing about kettlebells, you can't get bulky. There's no way. If you go and you look at my wife doing a workout, she is not bulky. If you look me up,
Are you inviting men to look at your wife?
sure. I am not bulky. If you look at me and through this, I am not a bulky man. I'm a very lean, toned, slender, fit, powerful man. You like that? Yeah. I can actually lift my own Peloton and carry it to Brock, Texas. Yeah. I don't have a Peloton. So anyway, so builds muscle, burns fat. More muscle equals higher resting metabolism. You burn more calories even while you're sitting on the couch. I just want to make that point. I want to make that point. Now, here's the thing with time efficiency. You don't have an hour to spend running, right? Most of you guys that listen to us, I'm sure you're a nurse or a nurse or, nurse practitioner, doctors. You have a family. You don't want to spend hours in the gym unless you're me. Oh, you may not have that hour to spend. So 15 minutes of kettlebell swings can some strength. Now here's an easy way to do this. Now check this out. So if I have a kettlebell, and most of the time I get these questions a lot, and they'll ask me, "What size, Mr. Andrews, should I have for a kettlebell to start with?" Here's a great one. I go with kilograms. I'm a kilogram guy because I don't know. I just don't really do
I
the
guess
poundage.
I guess as some might say in today's America, I guess you're, like, not American or
No, 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 no,
something?
no. I'm just with my kettlebells,
Not
okay?
using
With
the
my
official
kettlebells.
metric system of America, guys. Pay
Sorry, guys,
attention, listen.
kettlebells,
He's a
just with my
freaking
kettlebells.
commie.
Hey, calm you down. So what you can do with your kettlebell. Now, I love EMOMs. So let's say you had 15 minutes and you wanted to do just kettlebells. That's all you wanted to do, but you want to do kettlebell swings. So I'm going to do 20 kettlebell swings every minute on the minute. You with me, Dr. Martin?
I'm thinking
So
about it, yeah, I'm trying to
so I'm
integrate
gonna
this into
do
my
so I'm
life,
gonna set
dude.
my clock. I'm gonna be like that's my clock. 15 minutes. Minute one, 20 kettlebell swings. If I complete them in 40 seconds, I get 20 seconds of rest.
I
Minute two,
remember this thing
minute
you
three.
used to
You're with
do.
me? Yeah, see, you
Yes.
don't do this because you're like, what else can I do? My biceps. I need my biceps. We're just talking kettlebells, okay? Stay with me.
Yep, yep.
Low impact, high reward, easier on the joints compared to running. Perfect for all
Mhm,
fitness levels. Anybody could do it. Your kids
mhm.
could do it with you if you wanted to. You guys could be all like, oh my gosh, there you go, Kevin. You're doing so good. Daddy's so proud of you.
Mm.
My goodness, you can swing man like no other. Way to go, Kevin. Oh my
Just
gosh.
make sure the kid doesn't start walking right in front of you with the
Yeah,
kettlebell swing, man.
yeah, watch your dog. "Oh my gosh, Larry, my dog, you're so cute. Look at you jumping." We know how people do.
We
So
know.
form is key. Proper form prevents injuries, maximizes benefits. Please, if you wanna really know how to do kettlebell training, go and check here's my pitch. Go and check me out.
Let's
Check
put the
me out.
link. I'll try to get the link
Check
up
me
there,
out,
y'all.
bustostraining.com. It's easy as bustostraining.com. Just go to it. It'll take you everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. So quick tips, hinge at the hips, not your knees. Power comes from your glutes and hamstrings, not your arms. So like I said earlier, here's another beginner-friendly routine. Beginner-friendly. 30 seconds of kettlebell swings with a 30-second rest. Repeat for 10 rounds. So you start light. I know everybody that
If you
listens,
eat less
if
food,
you eat
you
less
weigh
food,
less pounds
you
eventually.
won't be fat as you are now. It was kinda like I guess it was RFK today. I think he posted something I saw on the news, but he was, like, lifting, he was doing push-ups and stuff, and he said, "You know, if you hang out or if you smoke, then you probably end up if you hang out at a bar, you're probably gonna drink. If you go and you smoke at a bar, and you're probably gonna smoke." And then he was like, "Well, then if you go to the gym, you're probably gonna end up fit." And all I could think of was like, "Oh my gosh, dude.
Another freaking
Oh my
amazing bit of
gosh.
health and medical advice from the
My
leader
gosh."
of our
That
healthcare.
was the only time I will
Ladies
say,
and gen
"Hey, you know what? Every other time, dude, put your shirt on. We get it. You're
bro.
shredded." So start
Yeah, that's
light,
all natty, yeah.
start light, go heavy later. Choose a way you can control that challenges you. So, like I said earlier, I didn't say earlier because Stuart was calling me a communist, but you should start anywhere from 15 pounds to 25 pounds. That's a great starting weight. So that's a oh, her little thing turned on. Is a great starting weight. You see my stars? They were showing.
Well, yeah, and
Shining bright like a
I think it
diamond.
should, like, always be emphasized to people with strength training, like, especially because I think there's quite a few people that do listen for us that are females, and there's some that are not necessarily like my wife, who's 30 years old right now, who, like, kinda tries to, like, get back into fitness, especially she's gonna be all about it after she has our baby again. God bless her, because she's just, like, so unhappy that she's, like, watching her body kind of like what she thinks is like not be perfect, but I try to reassure about.
That's right. You
Anyways,
better.
we have even older people who are not in a place where they want to be necessarily.
Yeah.
And like fitness and feeling better and health is very readily accessible. It's always just a matter, it's like a battle of the bulge in some sense, in very many kind of like meanings of the word. You just have to improve a little bit every day, and, like, it doesn't take much over a long period to make a big difference.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like, I mean, again, I keep weights in my office and people do all these kind of things. I used to actually, when I was like, again, in that crazy mode of trying to get into a better and healthier place as opposed to maintenance where I'm at right now, I would literally, like, after those 2 workouts a day or between them, I'd lift in my house. I'd lift in my office. I would like literally just do a set of curls or something 3 times. That's not what I'm saying you have to do to want to do these little periods
Mhm.
of activity. And what I found that some of the most healthy people on the planet do. Like, I remember reading this long story about Jason Statham one time where he, like, literally does most of his workouts in a hotel room.
Mm.
And people would think, like, that guy's gotta, like, have some crazy personal trainer. Like, he would do all these, like, body weight workouts for, like, 30 minutes to an hour in his room once a day.
So he'd go rent a hotel room and do his
Well,
body
no,
weight
because like, he
workouts?
always had, like those guys are traveling on don't even,
Oh, they're
like
traveling. Okay,
yeah, they're
you were just saying I
traveling,
got
bro.
you.
They're
I didn't know if they were
traveling for,
like,
like,
"Hey,
being
let's rent
on
a hotel.
set.
Let's
No, no,
do
no,
our
no.
body
He's
weight
basically saying, like,
workouts."
"Look, he always got restricted from being in an
Right, right,
access
right, right.
position to, like, healthcare or to
I love it,
healthcare
dude. You're
to
right.
fitness." Sorry. Whoa,
Oh, you're
whoa.
zooming in, you're zooming in. So, just remember, running isn't the only way to burn fat. Get your butt off you're not a hamster. Get your butt off the hamster wheel. It's okay if you do the Peloton. I love the Peloton. I think it's great. There's boot camps that are on there, but don't spend the whole time on just running. Running is just lame, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. If you wanna run,
Look,
go and join, and if
my
you're listening no,
mm,
don't you can't don't. This is my segment. Shh, be quiet.
alright.
So I'm going to talk to your wife. I'll talk to everybody. You want to be strong. I get it. You want to be small. Running isn't the key. If you go to the gym, let me give you a little tidbit too. If you go to the gym, you need to weight train first and then run after. That'll be the best thing for you.
Asked you that, like,
I
so
don't want
long
to
ago,
no,
and you never even told me the answer to that. I
because I don't
used to
want
be
you to
like,
know.
"Which one?"
Yeah. I want
I
you
was
to
like you were like, "There's benefits to both. You could try
well, there is
either or."
benefits, but I'm talking to everybody here. I'm not talking to you, okay? I'm talking to these people. So
That's the answer I wanted, like, 3
So
years
think about it
ago.
this way. This I'm not gonna get too scientifically because I'm not a physician. I'm just a trainer. But if you go to the gym and you start to get on the treadmill, it takes this is something I read. It takes 20 minutes for your body to actually use fat as a source of energy when you start to work out. It takes 20 minutes. Did you know that?
You gotta get through all the, like,
Yeah,
easily accessible energy, all the carbs, all the very easy stuff's just sitting in your
exactly.
blood.
Right. So why not just get into the weights and bust it out for 20 minutes and get strong and then get on the treadmill and burn some fat. Huh. Hmm.
Never told me that before. I
Well, I don't need to
never
tell you
heard
no,
that one.
I don't ever wanna tell you these things because you know what? No,
I
this
think that's what they call a hater, Andrew.
you know what I'm
I
gonna do?
was like basically like getting into like Herculean form and like,
No,
how do I
I'm
do
gonna send
better? And
you
you're just like,
what's your
you know what?
Venmo? What's your Venmo
Why
again?
don't you have some of these diet bars? And they're like basically
I
like
was like,
full
"Here, it's
butter.
a Snickers bar. Here you go, big guy." No, but I think
Yeah.
that's a you don't have to run to get fit, swing your way to strengthen fat loss. Thank you, guys. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for listening. You can't boo me, bro.
Okay.
Uh
Bro, what happened, bro? The virtual crowd
Hey, just
turned
get ready,
on
dude.
you.
I can't wait till
They
your phone blows
turned,
up and they go, "Gosh, that was another good one. That guy, your
you
co-host,
know, I
man."
and I'll tell them I try. Thank you.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, true. Yes, this
You
is how it
make the
works.
dream come true.
This is right, 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 alright.
All
Yeah.
right.
Hey
So,
yeah, what do you got
the
over there?
only thing I'm gonna plug about the running thing that
Here we go.
is very true. Well, 2 things that I really wanna point out. Yes, you are correct that
I'm always
running is terrible on your joints. And I think there is something about people who run though, and it's like I knew forever that running was tough on my joints, and I still did it for a long, long time on some of the worst type of surfaces, which are gonna not preserve your knee even they they further deteriorate your joint health quicker. Because I kinda like running outside, I like kind of like I don't wanna be on a treadmill on a hamster wheel. I want to kinda like, you know,
see,
journey. And
I
I
will
think that's
show you.
going into my other point, which is that they don't have Forrest Gump like freaking lift weights in the movie. They have him run across the country. And I think that speaks to the thing that people that are real like into running and which I kind of realized, but not for like I didn't get into running because of it, but it became this side effect that made me want to do it so much more even when I didn't want to do it. And that is the mental part of it. Like there is a
Mm.
definite you don't have to get a
Mhm.
runner's high from like running 23 miles,
Mm.
but if you start running regularly and you start getting good physical exertion and you start doing some good aerobic exercise, and even American Heart Association, a lot of different medical organizations recommend like 5 times a week at least that you're doing like 20 to 30 minutes of cardio. It it's like mental clarity. It honestly helps your mind kind of focus. I think it's almost like this way of kind of like expelling all the for some people, it's not even just a dopamine source. It is like a way to filter the fog sometimes. And again, I can give you an example of this because I literally used to run so much. You say, oh, nobody does an hour. And it's like I'd go home and I would run for an hour, and I would get called while I was running about a patient here for an induction, yada, yada, whatever. And they call me. And then in the middle of the run, I would still have to call them back. So I'd be like, oh my God, what if we do this because of this? Because she's, has this going on. I think that's a better way to do that. Or like it sometimes would really help me think in a much more like focused way, if that makes any I don't know how to put it, but it just made me feel like I was more mentally agile. I think there's a lot of good things you can eat in your diet that can help with brain health and cognitive function, but I also think like aerobic exercise is definitely underemphasized as a benefit that has that benefit. That makes any sense. Which you're underemphasizing because mental health is very important.
Oh my gosh, here we go. I'm glad you're still running your hours every day.
I'm not, but I'm gonna get
Yeah,
back into
it
it. Dude,
sounds
that's
like
why we
it.
know the Peloton broke,
Well,
man. Like
well,
we literally were
dude,
trying to get on it.
it just sounds like you're sticking with your 1 hour of mental clarity then.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you.
mental clarity. Look,
Yeah.
I do think the kettlebell thing is a secret hack, and people don't understand
Mm.
that. And people are always looking for hacks, but
That's a hack, dude.
they're
It's a
looking for
hack.
hacks that they don't have to do anything.
That's where
That's
look,
why you know what I mean?
I just gave you nothing. See?
Truly, it is, and that it's all in the eye of the beholder.
The
It's
high
about
of the
perception.
kettleballer. There you go.
It's all in the height of the
It's
kettleballer.
on the kettleballer. No, I do like your input. It's really good.
Oh,
I'm gonna
it
have to
does
get me a
not seem
vest.
like it.
Well, it's just because you're a doctor, and I don't really, I read this article today, some guy sent me, and he said, he was like, "Hey, you need to read this article,"
Oh,
and
are
I
we gonna
was like,
talk about that? I kind of wanted to wait on that. Okay, we're
"Oh,
talking about
you're
that.
waiting on it? Okay, then
No,
never mind."
actually, I
How
want
do
to
you know it's
hear
from
you.
you? How do you know it's from you?
As
Gotcha. I got you.
okay,
Okay. I just
sorry.
didn't know, I
No,
mean,
no, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
some guy was
Explain
like,
the
"Hey,
article, Andrew.
hey, these doctors,
Well,
they're."
I thought it was uniquely. People wouldn't necessarily say it's uniquely relevant to our show, but I do think it is because I think we're one of the only shows that highlights the idea that there's a doctor on it, and they're not necessarily talking all a minority of moments about medicine. And you come from a place of health and fitness
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
good things for the world,
Yeah.
like good things for people,
Yep.
but you're not a doctor.
Yeah, but I've
And
also yeah.
right? So I just think
Yeah.
again, it gives you two again, there's rarely anything we agree on. We agree on basically making sure people take care of themselves. But I think in healthcare nowadays, it's good to see both sides of the healthcare equation. Right.
You're definitely
So
a tails for
let's
sure.
hold on. I want you to start talking about it. I'm going to pull it up so that we
Oh, we're gonna
actually
go?
have
Okay, we're gonna
it.
talk about this? Okay,
Yeah,
so
let's do it,
so
man. Bring it up.
Doctor Martin sent me an article, and the article is titled you have the title there? Let me pull it up real quick
Well, I'm
because
pulling it up,
I'm
dude.
gonna pull it up real quick. I got
Yeah.
it right here, and
Well, I'm gonna pull it up on our actual video, dude. I'm gonna share the screen just so people can see this article because you should go read it. And we're not gonna read it to you right now.
I'm
We are
gonna
not
read
an
the entire thing
audiobook.
for you. "The World's Richest Woman Has Opened a Medical School" by Alice
Mhm.
Park, senior
Oh God, I
correspondent.
hate Alice
Is
Park.
she bad? I
Is
don't
she
know.
wrote it?
Yeah, that's who wrote it, dude. I don't know anything. So you sent me this article. Okay, so let me give you let me just give you kind of what I think about this. I
Yeah.
think it's cool.
Why don't you give us a little synopsis of what it kind
No,
of
no, no,
talks about?
you're gonna have to do that because 'cause I'm not a
Come on,
synopsos.
Andrew.
No, no, no.
Synops that
No,
stuff,
I can't,
man.
I go to Wikipedia. But anyways, so this woman is
This
the
woman,
she's the daughter of Sam Walton, right?
can't even believe you'd say it that way.
Is she the daughter of Sam Walton,
This
correct?
freaking woman,
This
this
woman
friggin' lady.
This woman, all right, she is the world's or the America's richest woman, and she is the daughter of or she Alice Walton, right? She is she created or made or institutionalized a medical school. It is her school. You know what the cool thing about it is? Her school's name is awesome.
Mhm,
Awesome. Now, it
mhm.
stands for something, correct? Let's see. It's an acronym. I don't know exactly. What do you know what it stands for?
I
I don't know. I didn't
I'm
get to
trying
I
to
didn't see that.
find the actual
But it's awesome. Okay. So what she believes, what she thinks, and she got mad. I guess she got mad one time because one of her doctors didn't take good care of her. She got ill, correct? She has some type of
Mhm,
disease
mhm,
or she has an ailment that
mhm,
has so the doctor, instead of treating the outcome, correct?
mm.
They treated the symptom. Is that right? How we're looking at it that way, doctor?
Well,
Is that right? Because
yeah, so
I don't wanna
not
step
to
on
get
your toes
yeah,
about
I
this
mean,
because I don't really
I
know.
want you to go through it. So first off, awesome stands for the Alice Walton School of Medicine.
That's what it's okay, that's what it
Yeah.
is. Alright, cool. So the awesome school, so she made this school, and the school will train students over the next 4 years in a radically different way from the method most traditional schools like Stuart Martin went to, and that's the point.
Dude, I'm gonna freaking destroy you for that.
Alright, so here we go. So instead of drilling young physicians to chase symptom after symptom and perform test after test, Alice Walton wants her school graduates to keep patients healthy by practicing something that most doctors don't prioritize today, which is preventative medicine and whole health principles. You like how I'm reading this?
Mm. Yeah, I
Which
really you're kinda like that I
is
don't
it
know
making you
what's
mad?
so
Is it making you mad?
irritating about that
Is
freaking
it making
tone,
you
but it
mad?
is not making me happy, I'll
Oh,
tell
you
you
like that?
that.
Which
No,
involve
dude.
caring for because when I read this is what I thought how she was writing this. So, which in Miss Park is writing this towards doctors, which involve caring for, not just treating the entire person and all the factors from their mental health to their living conditions and lifestyle choices that contributed to well-being.
Bro, like, stop. Like, nobody's gonna even be able to listen to this. It's so
Dude, they're
hard.
gonna listen, dude. They're gonna
Oh
listen.
my
Now,
god.
I'm being a jerk. Only because I know I read this whole thing and I see where, it's kinda cool. Now, I don't know how cool it is because I'm not a doctor. Dr. Martin is
Now
a doctor.
here's the other thing you like, I just wanna bring up one more point so people understand how, like, much she believed in this. Now, again, billionaires could, like, sneeze $1,000,000 and not feel a dang thing, but I do find it very refreshing to have one doing something like this with their money. She's paying for every
Yeah,
student
yeah.
for the first 4 years all of their tuition. So basically, it's gonna be a med school and class completely like 4 years of class completely subsidized on her dime,
You sound mad about this. You
which
sound a
will
little mad.
no.
You sound a little mad. I
I
think you do.
I
You mad because she didn't pay for your school? Is that what it is?
no. No,
Could you
no, 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 no,
could you
no.
go to
I'm
school here,
very,
though?
very
Could you go
huh?
to school here? Would you
I
be
I mean, I think like again, it's this is why I sent it to you, bro, because this is the kind of stuff that does speak to me. And I'm not even getting into this yet.
you
You
sound mad
have
about it, though. You sound a little
no,
mad.
I'm
Hey, where'd you go?
not.
You
I'm
went
not.
somewhere. So
I think I
here's the
just
thing. I wanna know this. So experts have noted that while as much as 80% of medical education focuses on biology, about 60% of premature deaths are due to behavioral factors, including lifestyle habits like
mhm,
diet, exercise, and smoking.
mhm,
So I guess this lady said, I applied to 34 schools and nowhere else are they doing this, Dr.
mhm.
Martin. Nobody's doing this. So Ellie Andrew Vaughn said that. Okay, she's from Bentonville, and the cool thing is, this place is where Walmart
Bentonville
is.
is where
Yeah,
Walmart headquarters
yeah, yeah, yeah,
exists to this
yeah,
day.
dude. That
Yeah.
sounds smart because I read an article. But yeah, I feel great about this. I've actually applied. I applied to medical school in the time that I've read this to
Yeah,
now.
dude.
So since
And
she's
now we're
she's
in real
covering it,
danger.
she's covering it.
Uh,
Hey, apparently the chief of staff, is it right? Is she what you do? Because I think I read that somewhere where she's like
where
a
was that? I must have missed that.
yeah, like she is what you do. She's a gyno surgical person. I don't know. Yeah,
I'm
you gotta
looking.
find it
See,
because I think she's what you did. Yeah, or do, or like I guess she's you, but she's not you,
she's you,
she's
but better
but
because
better than
she has
you?
her own school.
No, dude, I don't know. Like, this isn't my expertise, but I did like the article. I think it is cool that but I'm also one that's like, I have a lot of good doctors that I know that are amazing doctors, and they take care they have really great bedside manners. They are great people, and I've never had any complaints from any of them. Even when I
Yeah.
went through my own surgery with my ankle, with Dr. Britton here in town, he was amazing. He fixed me. He was awesome. He joked. I feel like he took care of me as a person, but apparently Dr. or Mrs. Walton here, I guess she didn't feel that way. So,
Yeah. I
she
mean,
didn't
I
so she said, "You know what? Screw this. I'm mad." You know?
I mean, right, like, I think you start to get I mean, that's what I just don't understand why more people in these kind of positions don't I guess they just don't feel the level of, like, frustration that the everyman who is everyone but themselves
Yeah.
feels because the world doesn't work like that for them most of the time,
Mhm.
and they
Mhm.
don't see it for what it is.
Yeah.
But I do think, like, this is the kinda thing I think a lot of people would draw a lot of hope from
Yeah.
is seeing this kind of stuff. It's sad how many people like want to freaking at Bill Gates or Elon Musk and be like, pay for my credit card debt, as opposed to like, and yeah, that's the world we live in, right? Is like how to go viral to get someone to feel bad enough for you to fund you. Whereas, like, on the alternative way of approaching this, these people really could do a lot to give back. And I got to say, one or two of the best are people, Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, in terms of like what they're going to do with their money. They're going to give it away once they're gone. They've given away a lot as it
Yeah.
already
Oh, yeah.
stands. This is cool. Like
I
when
think
you
it's
have
cool.
money like
Yeah.
this, like why not do these kinds of things? You know what I used to joke about when I was in Abilene? If I won the lottery, I'd be opening me up a hospital. Like
Yeah.
that that's how I would kind of like do something. I mean, again, I would love to just burn money at the sake for the sake of burning it to really do something.
Right.
Why? Like why? Like you you give your kids. Say you ended up with $500 million in the
Ooh,
lottery,
keeping it all to myself.
right? Like, what is that? It's gonna be gone in like, there's actually stats on that somewhere about, like, how likely millionaires are to pass on their fortune, and it's like, by 2 or 3 generations, usually, it's actually all dissipated again,
Yep.
FYI. So why don't you make a difference
Make a
in a lot of
difference.
people's lives?
Be a better
Be a
place
man, be
for
better
you and
than
for me
hell. I'm
and
not gonna share the article because again, he's already said it. It's
everybody.
the world's richest person oh, sorry. The world's
Or
richest woman has opened
yeah,
a medical school. And it is by Alice Park and it is in Time Magazine. Actually,
it's a good article.
it is a very good article. And I think it should speak to a lot of people about, like, in general, like these are good things that are happening. Look, it speaks to a concept that I think, again, if Andrew would stop freaking driving the knife in further between people
There she
perceiving
is. There she is.
doctors to be the problem with this.
Yeah, I was just reading news.
This is a broken system.
I didn't
And
think it was broken, but
oh, please.
no, sorry. I
Please.
found it. Dr. Sharmila Makhiha.
Sharma Larma Ding
She's a
Dong.
gynecologic
Ologist,
cancer
right? Yeah,
surgeon.
I knew she was a
Is that
gynog.
is that what you do?
So they are very, very specialized. They do what I do for 4 years, and then they go into gynecological oncology. They're some of the most rock star surgeons in the medical field, and they live and breathe their craft. It's what kind of I initially wanted
Mhm.
to do
Mm.
when I went into medicine because that's what my mom was
Yeah.
treated by as
Yeah, yeah.
somebody that really inspired me. On top of me wanting to go into medicine, but her doctor really made a difference to me
Well,
and
she's
my dad.
just yeah. Yeah.
But It is a broken system.
Oh, okay, it's broken.
It doesn't incentivize doctors to do the things that she wants to teach them better about, which is always going to be, again, one of the inherent issues here. But I like the fact that we're starting at the very bottom of where we can to kind of hopefully instill a little bit of change from the bottom up. Preventative care is compensated and regarded very poorly almost in the medical disciplines because for a host of reasons. I can't even get into all of them, but ultimately, like at where I went to med school, actually has a very, very big emphasis on integrative medicine. And one of the central ways they kind of founded their med school and it revolves around is this very, very like he is one of the most esteemed figures in modern medicine. His name is William Osler, and almost nobody ever talks about him outside of the medical world, but he is like one of the founding fathers and like thinkers of medicine. And
Mm,
he would talk about not treating the symptom or disease, but treating the patient.
I don't know,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
It sounds like, no offense to Mr. Oswalzer, but it sounds like Mrs. Walton is the first to do this. So,
No.
yeah, how do you feel about that? Feel good? On to the next topic. We're gonna
On to
see
the
y'all
next topic.
tomorrow.
No, no. We got
No,
a few
thank you
more
for
things
sharing
here.
that. You didn't think I'd read it, did you?
Actually, I believed you at your word. I hope that's not too much to think, but yes, I
That's
did.
pretty
And I
good.
but I do appreciate I'm not gonna send you much if it's not gonna be, I think, pretty good, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty
You
good.
know? You
You
know?
know, I'm not a doctor, but I am a very professional, intelligent person. So, yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Mm, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. What do you yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
But I don't have one of
let's
those
hit some
fancy
high points.
vests.
So, we're doing a 2-day. I have a few things before we get, like, into the last little rapid fire. We'll do some quick clips, and then we'll call it a night tonight. We are recording again tomorrow. You can't shake me, dude. Andrew's made me wait too long, and now we're doing these back-to-back episodes, peeps.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a
Andrew did.
crazy time out
That
here.
was Andrew.
But what I think these episodes are gonna be called one day when we look back at all this is the lost episodes, dude. Because there's only gonna be 2 that have this white backdrop. And I think there's only gonna be a few where it's like the sound isn't improved, the internet quality isn't
I think
perfect,
we're
but like
good, dude. But guess
these
what's
are the
great?
lost episodes,
Guess what's
bro.
great though?
What?
The content.
The
That's what's
content
great.
is great,
Yeah.
but, like, that's what I'm saying is, like, these will be the only like it, bro.
All right.
People will
Well,
be like, "Where do we find the episodes where he's just talking in front of a blank wall like he's in a prison cell right now?"
aren't you in a prison cell right now? Check
Okay,
out my vest.
yeah. I'm not touching that. Okay, so I'm gonna hit you up with some of my favorite like, I have a lot like, God, we have so much even for next episode to talk about, to, like, do on TikTok, but I'm gonna do some of my favorite, like, we kinda kept it serious this week, or this episode. I have some stuff that we're gonna do that's like still kind of serious, unfortunately, because I feel like we need to do a lot of funny stuff tomorrow when we kind of get into. Dude, I have some stuff to teach people tomorrow on medicine. All right, just wait till that shit tomorrow.
So
All right, hold on, hold
I
on.
guess all right, well,
What? What?
oh, nothing. We're just we're
Okay,
almost there.
we are almost there, man. We're gonna share the tab audio here. And we're gonna get into some like cool things that I've seen some of my favorite actors saying on their podcast lately, and it just like really spoke to me. Okay, so here's the first one from Bob Odenkirk, one of my favorite freaking like comedic actors. Obviously, Saul.
Who are you jealous of?
Anybody who's still got little kids at home growing up.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no question I knew what I was doing when I had kids growing up.
yeah.
I was
Right.
being a dad. I mean, that was my job. And I
Yeah.
didn't have to ask myself, what am I doing here? What am I
Yeah.
doing? How can I be a part of this world? How can I be meaningful today? I
Yeah.
didn't have to ask that question because the answer is pick up everything between here and the door.
Yeah, that's right.
And make sure they get to school and have a laugh with them.
Yeah.
And, you know, life was, I understood my purpose.
Best answer.
Isn't that crazy? Like,
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
even
that's a
think,
good
like, and
answer.
it is.
Blah, blah.
Come on, dude. Like, I honestly, like, I almost worked myself up into like teary eyes this morning, thinking again about how, like, how much Katie and Sam just like, okay, on to the next clip to kind of
Thanks.
speak to this.
Appreciate it.
I'm
Thank you.
sorry, dude. I just
Don't get all
really like, if you
sentimental,
take a
dude. We
million-mile
know.
view of your life, it's like,
Yeah.
it is so beautiful how short life is and how like every moment
You know, it's kinda
matters.
like Andy when Andy says, what does he say? Are we living the
Yeah, I'm getting to it. I'm getting
Yeah,
to Oh,
sure we
you're
are.
gonna love this. This is so good because my man Dwight has a podcast that I love, and guess who he just had on?
Oh, yeah, he's gonna have him say
Your
it.
incredible line from season 9.
I think about that line all the time.
Yeah, it's like one of the wisest, truest
Yeah.
lines in the history of television.
It's all Greg Daniels, and I just was a vessel. I wish there was some way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. It is such a poignant reminder that you're always in them, to just take stock.
Yeah.
Because this moment might be some serious good old days.
Yeah, and those 9 years were
Oh,
100%.
So we're gonna cut that one short. But
No, it's true. It's true, but
Yeah,
still,
dude,
I know you're sentimental. You're a little more sentimental than me.
I mean, I am, but like, come on, dude. Like, that one, I forget sometimes to think about, and then hearing them reflect on it, it's kind of like, it seems stupid at the time coming from Andy. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Andy saying you're in the good old days or whatever, but the like the good old days mean like the best memories of your life, the things that really like you're gonna look back on one day and be like, I wish I could do that again.
Yeah.
I wish I could do this one more time.
Yes.
And like, I just, even thinking about my time in Abilene and at Hendrick, like, I just never really saw myself making this next step and doing these things. So like, I know now further myself, but like, how would I have ever, realized that the good old days with Andrew back in Abilene before we grew into this crazy entertainment duo would happen, you know? Okay, one more,
One
which is
more, dude. One more.
one more, but then I got
We're kind of the
No,
guys
we gotta, yeah.
to our deathbed that are going to be known for this one character that sticks in America's cultural memory.
Yeah,
And how do you navigate that?
I love it.
Great.
Do you?
Tell me about
No,
that.
I mean, well,
No, I mostly love it. I would say I 80% love it.
yeah,
Sometimes when people call me Dwight,
yeah.
and they're like, "Hey, Dwight, can I get a?" Oh, Dwight, it's Dwight. Guys, it's Dwight. Hey, Dwight. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, it's a little bit like, guys, Dwight is a fictional character on
Yeah.
a TV show
Yeah.
from 10, 11 years ago.
Yeah, it's
So that's where it kind of gets like,
well. See, then
seriously?
you know that's how big the character became because it seeped into their psyche so deep that they don't even know that your name is Steven.
Yeah, dude. That's funny.
See, they don't even know my name is Stuart.
Oh, they don't know that at all.
They don't know that, bro.
They
You know what
don't.
I mean?
No.
Okay.
Last one.
Wait.
Last one. We just got one more.
Just wait.
I can
Just
hear
give
the
me 1 minute.
kids
Just
getting
give me-
yelled at. I can hear the kids getting yelled at. And if I don't get out there, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Oh my God, dude, you're pressuring me right now. I don't like feeling pressured, bro.
Well, you either better sign off or I'm gonna die. So you better.
All right. Well, then maybe we ought to just save some more of it for the next time.
Yeah, we
I
can
gotta
start off
tell you,
tomorrow like
dude.
this. Let's start off tomorrow.
Well, okay, but what are we going to be talking about tomorrow? Can you let our audience know?
Yeah, sure. I have my topic of discussion. I don't know if you have your topic of discussion.
Dude, I have a topic of discussion that's going to make your topic of discussion.
Well, I'm going to talk
decide
about.
to gerrymander its state and
Oh, that's
then
dumb.
force the minority representatives to leave
So
state
dumb.
lines. And
Very
then,
dumb. Very dumb. Consistency is the secret sauce to results. That's what we're going to talk about.
okay. Consistency is the secret sauce to results. What's the secret?
You won't know until tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Okay. So for tomorrow, though, guys, we are going to have a little bit more like some medical discussion. I do have articles regularly prepared for you guys in terms of what I'm trying to pull some stuff from that make it relevant to our female listeners. So we're going to start doing that a little bit as a kind of quick aside. I'm going to pop up some article stuff that like is quick, is brief, is the like TikTok version of talking about these things. So we kind of got to go over the highlights. What I will say too is we'll be hitting some other big kind of topics about social, political. We'll save it for then.
Yeah, save it.
Okay, have you missed me? I've been missing you, dude.
Actually, dude,
You didn't reply to my last email.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about you.
Bro,
when you leave, I don't really like.
this is, it hurts.
The only time that we talk is on this computer screen.
Every time we talk.
This is going to be the only time we ever talk. So,
well, this is why, like, I
good luck with your family. Good luck with your job. But yeah.
Like, I remember patients telling me stuff like that, like, have a nice life kind of thing. And I'm like, I know it was meant well, but it's like, dang.
You know what, dude? You left. I didn't.
Don't do that.
On the next episode.
Bro. All right. Look, tomorrow, improved audio. We're going to have some new topics. And Dr. Martin is going to show a little tour of his house. I'm going to figure out how to do that. I might bring my phone in as a guest and we'll kind of walk around and do a little walk around of the new place. How about that? Let's do that, too. I wasn't going to reveal until now, but I feel like I should.
All right.
Well, for the guys of M&M or Muscles and Malpractice, this is Stuart Martin signing off again.
For your growing family and your nieces and nephews.
For the Muscles and Malpractice family, from ours to yours and your growing family. How about that? Have a great night, guys. See you again soon.
See ya.
Bye.